Okay, welcome back to my Sunday in progress, everybody. It's Sunday evening now. I don't even know what time it is. 6:30 something? Yeah, right at 6:30. It has cooled down a lot. I mean, I had to just go inside and take a break for a while because sitting out here on this concrete was 110, 115 degrees. It was just too friggin' hot. What I'm going to do now, before I go out and grab myself some dinner, is I'm going to do the zip tie test. And this is real simple. You just take a small zip tie, just big enough to go around the shock rod, the piston rod here, and see if it'll close, which it should if I can hang on to this silly little thing. These things are soft plastic, so they're not going to scratch up your shock rod or anything like that. It's nothing to worry about. So the trick here is you got to get it really stinking tight so it doesn't move on its own from bouncing or anything like that. And you clip off the excess. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Okay, so that's good and tight. It's not going to move by itself. It's only going to move under shock stroke. So now I'm going to use these little bullnose dikes to trim off that excess, and then I'm going to move it all the way up to the top of the stroke. So under compression, it's going to go down, and then I'm going to see my low water mark, high water mark, however you want to look at that. I'm also going to do it on the forks up there just to kind of test my full extension. You only need to do it on one shock or one fork leg, but I'm going to go ahead and do it on both just in case one of them gets bounced around more than I was anticipating. Okay, that's good and tight. Snip the excess here. If I can get to it. Dope. Oh, dope. Maybe I need to move it down so I can get to it. Huh? Okay. Slide that back up. Get it really good and tight against the shock body. I'll do the same on the fork up here. I'll get that later. Pardon my sniffles. My allergies are going nuts again. Now the same is going to be true for the fork here. This little zip tie is not going to scratch anything up, hopefully. And I usually leave those a little looser. If you got an upside down fork, you got to make it tighter because gravity and everything might pull that thing down. But with these, they're going to settle. And that's that. Just cinch it up to where it's snug. And then as the fork moves, it's going to push that thing up and it'll stay at its highest position. All by itself. Okay, I'm hungry. I'm fumbling. I'm ready to get some food. Ooh, and it's still hot out here. So, yeah, I've got my little 360 cam that I'm going to record the suspension movement and see if it gives us any clues on what's going on back here. I can use the reframe plug-in to kind of steer and point at exactly what I'm wanting to look at, so let's do that. Hopefully I'm not going to take any rocks or anything in my lenses. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There it goes. Okay. Get an audio sync here. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Off we go. I'm hungry. I'm thinking Subway tonight. I don't know. Don't have any particular cravings other than I'm just hungry. Sinuses are going bonkers, and it's hot and humid out here. Ugh. I think our good riding weather is already coming to a close. It's amazing how fast it happens here in Houston. It just gets hot here quick. Food. Which way? Let's go this way. Yeah, this exhaust is healthy sounding, but it's not obnoxious. It's not overly loud like my Riker with that Two Brothers was terrible. This happened about 45 minutes ago. And they're still sitting there, I guess, waiting for police to show up and do an accident report. We'll just do this little test here and see if it sheds any light on why the rear suspension is overly harsh over big bumps at speed. Fill my belly and go back and gather evidence What sounds good to eat? I don't know. The only thing that pops to mind is a Subway sandwich. I just kind of want a sandwich. But where to go for that? Subway is certainly not my favorite. It's close. It's right there. It's not far enough. I need to go further. Sandwiches, sandwiches, sandwiches. Where can I go for a good sandwich? Come on, give me some hints, everybody. Katy, West Houston area. Sandwich places. Come on. There's got to be a good sandwich place around here somewhere. I haven't hit any big bumps yet. The ones that try to launch me out of the saddle. I'm going through a mental inventory here trying to remember where they are. I know where the big ones are on the highway because I always brace for them. I don't want to go down that far. It's halfway to my office. There's got to be something around here that does it. When I stop for food, I'm going to take inventory of the zip ties and see how far they've moved. If they've already gone full extension, then there's my answer. I need to increase my spring preload. Seems to be a common theme with all the owners of the of not just the DCT. I need to rephrase that. Seems to be a common theme of all the Rebel 1100 owners. Period. That the rear suspension is pretty stiff. It's overly harsh. And when I say stiff, that's a loose term. I don't know if it's actually stiff suspension or if it's bottoming out. Different scenarios there. It needs adjusted. It's harsh. Harsh is a better word to describe it. The weight balance on this thing is so low. Seat height's so low. It's so easy. Just stand around, hold it up with your butt. Don't even need to use your legs. Sandwiches. Come on, man. Tickle those brain cells. There's got to be somewhere to eat. Hey, I'm not riding around with earplugs in. I normally do, especially for highway rides. But I'm not annoyed by this exhaust at all. It's pleasant. It's just like my 500F, the Coffmans that I've got on there. It's throaty, it's got nice deceleration burbles and good hearty sound to it, but it's not just completely obnoxious. That Two Brothers S1R that I had was just a little too loud all the time. It made me uncomfortable even riding through my own neighborhood, because I try to stay out of the throttle and keep it quiet, and you couldn't. Just pulling away from a stop sign sounds like you're tearing up the neighborhood. Let's check out this little shopping center here, see if there's any food that looks good to me anyway. Okay, what do we got? Chinese buffet? No. King's Lounge? Nope. Hookah? Skip. We got Poker Club. We got a Japanese restaurant. Firehouse Subs. Okay, Firehouse. There we go. That's better than Subway. I'm not playing favorites. It's just different. I haven't had it in a while, so it wins the coin toss. If I can find a spot to park. Look at the low speed ability on this thing. 1-2 miles an hour. No problem at all. Haven't put my feet down yet. What else do we have here? We got a... no, I'm not going to do that. This will be just fine. I'm just going to park right here. I'm going to go get Firehouse Subs and solve my craving. Sandwich it is. Okay, so let's look at the movement. Yeah, look at that. Over just moderate street bumps, I've almost used the entire throw of that rear shock. So there's the answer, I think. Yeah, look at that. I've used almost the entire throw of the suspension. So that's why over big highway ripples, it's going to bottom out. So that giant jolt that we're feeling that lifts us out of the saddle and threatens to toss us over the handlebars, it's because we're bottoming out. We're hitting these bump stops. So I need to crank up my preload. You would assume it was reducing the preload. Not so. And see, I've only used not even half of the throw. I don't know where it bottoms out or where it tops out, but I mean, you can see the relative difference here. We can measure this based on the factory specs, how much suspension travel it has. I want to say these are 4.6 inches, something like that, and the rears are only 3.7. Well, 3.7, it's compound action, not just 3.7 here. So yeah, that's pretty telling right there. I'm going to crank up that rear preload a notch or two. I can't tell if these are just threaded adjusters or if they've got detents. I need to look at the manual and figure it out. They did give a little spanner with the toolkit. It's a joke. I'm sure as soon as you put it on that black anodized, it's going to scratch the hell out of it, but I digress. I'll figure it out. So yeah, spring preload needs to go up about, probably 20%, I would think. Maybe 30, because that's big compression and I didn't hit any big bumps. Cool. Now we know. We've got actionable evidence. I'm going to eat. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Okay, well, dinner is done. Sat around here at Firehouse Subs. Had a good sandwich, 2 or 3 refills of Arnold Palmer, sweet tea and lemonade, and watched the sun go down. And there's a big cloud bank in front of it now, but man, that was a really good sunset about 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago. It's not quite done yet, but I think the clouds are going to block the good stuff. Anyway, another day. I'm going to post some Instagram pictures of the suspension zip tie test thing there. So, Life of Birch has been complaining about his rear suspension, as have I, and a few other people have mentioned it as well. So I think that's going to be part of the problem. I'm not sure where mine are set right now. In fact, I don't even know how you determine what the setting is. And it looks like it's cranked all the way up to the lowest position. I don't know if this is a step collar. It looks like a threaded body, so I don't know if it's infinitely adjustable or if it's actually got detents. I'm getting ready to find out. Go home and read the manual, grab one of my better quality spanners out of the garage than the one that came with the toolkit, and throw it on there, see what it does. Crank it up a couple notches, I think. If it's one of the screw type, infinitely adjust, then I'm going to bump it up probably about 20% of what its throw is right now. If it's one of the steppers, then I'll go up 1 notch at a time until I get there. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, that was a low start, wasn't it? Oh man, I might just go straight and see if I can catch some of that sunset there. Ooh, that's looking good. So I'm coming up to my 1,000-mile mark on this thing. I'm probably 950 now. See if I can figure it out. Nope, that ain't it. Nope, nah, can't dick with it. I gotta go. I think I might be able to get a good beat on it right over here. It's a slow side road with a field, so I'll have an unfettered view. I hope. Oh, it's just going down. Come on, get there. Where can I get there? I'm gonna get these buildings out of my way. This exhaust sounds good. Oh no, I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's already setting. Damn. Ooh, that might not be bad right there. Right there. Get it under the trees. See if I can get it. See if I can get it. Key, come on. Phone's running out of juice too. Everything's running out of juice. Sun's running out of juice. I'm running out of juice. Phone's running out of juice. I don't think it's going to happen. Connect charger.